Okay, you guys, we're gonna get into the blues, so I thought I'd show you what I've got so far. So my shelf is looking like this so far because of the swatches I've done. So I have them in their nice rainbow organization. Which I literally am just now noticing that I never took these greens off the shelves. So these are gonna get swatched with my greens, with my blues today. Sorry you guys, but I never swatched these. I completely missed that. Wow. Okay, so the blues are gonna go in these empty spots, nice and organized when I'm done. And then after that, we're gonna do all these purples. I don't know if you guys know purple's my favorite color, but I literally have that whole row of purples, browns, blacks, whites, and you know, like that. Then I want to know if you guys want me to swatch my OMG glitters, their glitter collection. And then it will be on to chisel. I have all these chisel colors too. So anyway, I already swatched my Kiara Skies for you guys. But yeah, that's how the shelf is looking. She's looking much prettier because she was looking all jumbled like this on every shelf, because you know I pick through and grab at them, and it's not easy to just put them all back. But I had to use the top shelf because there wasn't enough room. But we have 31 blues to swatch, and since I did start with blue green here, I'm just gonna start with these two greens first. Sorry, those weren't in my last video. These are Blooming Mint and Throwing Jade, which are gorgeous colors. Dumb, but they're kind of in the green category. And you can also see, you guys, what I was talking about, how I have them in rainbow orders. So for example, this color right here, when I actually swatch it, it might be more of a red, but it does not go up there with my reds. If you guys watch the other videos, you know what I meant by that. Like, it just doesn't. And then some of these peaches that might actually be nudes might technically be a pink or a nude, but they do not look right with my pinks. So you can kind of see why I'm swatching them the way I'm swatching them, because of how they look on my shelf. Hope that makes sense. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. I forgot to turn this upside down, so I put the name right there. This is Blooming Mint. We're getting right into it, and like I just said, I left these on my shelf and forgot about them when I was doing my greens. Now, a lot of these I mentioned in my last video with the greens, that a lot of the blues that I had were blue greens, and I didn't have enough of each to do like a whole swatch ring, you know, because I'm making these into swatch rings of just blue greens. So I had to decide like where to stop the greens and where to start the blues as far as the blue greens go. So these two colors I actually put on my green swatch stick when I was done, but I'm swatching them here because I don't know why I left them there on the shelf. So how are you guys today? I hope everyone's doing well. As you can see, we're swatching all of these. I believe there are 31, so this video is a little longer. And in my last video, I did go into acrylic application a little bit. So in this video, I believe it might be on the next nail. I thought, well, you know, I'll show something I used to do that was a mistake that I think sometimes I see other people doing, and maybe it would help. So I'm going to try to apply acrylic the wrong way. And guys, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So you will see a very messy swatch stick, and I'll explain that when we get there. But you guys, if you're ever struggling keeping your acrylic on the sides, turn your tip upside down, whether it's a swatch stick or your own hand. Not your client, but I will flip the nail over if I need to get acrylic off the sides, or if I need to see, you know, use it for a guideline to see if I'm lobbing anything over the sides. I do that. So those are the two greens that were left behind, and we're going to get into the blues now. There are so many beautiful blues, and I'm so glad I swatched them all. This one literally matches nowhere, and I wanted to show you guys, you can buy Notpolish in 1, 2, and 4 ounce. So this here is a 1 ounce. All of their glitters, their OMG collection, come in 1 ounce, and their acrylics come in the 2 ounce, which are the jars that I'm usually using. But that Blooming Mint, that large jar, was a 4 ounce because when I ordered that, I just accidentally hit 4 ounce and didn't realize it. So when it came, I was like, well, what is this? And I've had it for like 2 years. So I am showing you guys definitely on this swatch and throughout this video what I was trying to say in the last video about getting acrylic on your sides. Because I don't know why, but you guys, I struggled with that really bad when I was first learning, having too much acrylic on the side of my nail, making them wide and bulky. And I learned that you don't have to put any acrylic there at all. You just have to tap in that area and your brush will bring it there. And that's all you need in that area. Because once you file, you're making your shape because you're already touching the tip, if that makes sense. So along the way, I'm going to be tapping a lot on the sides so you guys can get a look at what I mean by that. Pardon me. I think this might be the nail, or I'm sorry, the swatch. Maybe not. Where I tried, yeah, this is where I try to make a small wet bead and put a bead that isn't going to make it all the way down my nail way at the top, and then separate half of it and bring it down real thin. This is what I was trying to do here to show like how not to apply acrylic. But then I literally couldn't because this bead right here should have been below it, but I put it right up on top, even though it's still too small and too wet. So I literally had to fix it after this and couldn't even finish the demonstration because it's just so wrong to my muscle memory in my hand. So I tried to show you guys what my point about that was, is if you do application in that manner, you're going to end up with such an uneven shape that you're always going to be behind the bar and always catching up. Whereas if you keep your bead all in one piece and move it down the nail all as one, even if you're starting at the bottom or the middle, because you don't want to do a 1 bead method, even with a 3 bead method. But then I didn't go into following up and showing you guys that. So anyway, that's just to explain the messy swatch, because again, I couldn't make my hand do it wrong, so I just abandoned the idea of trying to show it to you guys wrong. So I hope you guys enjoyed the yellows and oranges. Did you find any that you liked? And I have found some duplicates that I will be posting. If anyone wants to purchase them, I will also be putting those in giveaways if I don't get any bites. So also, I'll be shouting out another creator on this video because I'm going to start doing that on every video that I can. I'm not positive if I'll be doing it on Watch Me Works or if I'll just be doing it on like swatches and unboxings and other videos that don't pertain to clients and Watch Me Works. I'm not sure. This was, the lighting this day was really showing how the monomer drains, how you can see the monomer draining from your brush. So I do a few close-ups for you guys of that with this brush and with my, I almost said my petal brush, my blue petal brush. After I do a swatch with a glitter acrylic, I have to soak this brush and grab my petal. So wow, that's so many topics all in one. Yeah, I'll be shouting out a creator. So I hope you guys went and checked out Sarah. I hope you guys are already over there now. Tonight is Monday night, so that video actually posts tomorrow morning. But by the time you guys are hearing this voiceover and seeing this video, that video will already have been out for a few days. I used to post videos as soon as they were ready. Well, I used to have to because of storage on my phone, but sometimes if I didn't have anything coming up, instead of keeping it in my phone, I would post it the same day or the next day. And I definitely learned it. If you don't know this and if you're doing a channel, oh, by the way, I didn't swatch that because that came in the dolls collection. If you want to see me swatch it, the dolls video, I'm swatching it, but that was one of the new colors that came in their collection. What was I saying? Oh, don't post too many things too close together because you need to let videos rest so they can get the views they're going to get. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's why I'm spacing these out. I hear my grandkid tossing around in bed, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So while these colors go by, I did say in several other videos that if the numbers and letters on the bottom of the jar begin with G, that means they're a glow color. If they begin with CC, that means they're from the candy coated collection, so it's a sheer or jelly acrylic. Although they do have some sheer colors that aren't part of the candy coated collection, so they won't say CC, but they're sheer anyway. And that's just because you guys, they built their business, they started small, and they, just keep releasing stuff. So some things don't, some things are older and newer products that don't tie into a collection they made a year ago, let's say. So, but some of them you can tell by the numbers on the bottom, what they are. So that was hard to get out for some reason. The creator I'm going to talk about today is Latina. All right. I'm sure a lot of my loyal OG besties that are here, you guys are already hooked up with her, and you guys already know what kind of person she is and just what she's about, what kind of heart she has, what kind of friend she is. But if you don't know, now you do. I'm going to tell you, Marcy is a dear, dear, dear friend and a dear person, and I'm going to post her channel here. She definitely has a YouTube. She's a growing channel. I think she even has more subs than me. She's creeping up to 1K. I hope if you guys aren't there that you run and go jump on her channel, subscribe. Let's get her there. She's definitely trucking on her own way. This is a CC, meaning candy coated, meaning sheer. That's what I was pointing out to you. I'm switched to my pedal brush here. Anyway, Marcy, you are a gem and a golden person, and I enjoy every encounter I have with you. And she's just good people. You guys, period. She's just good people. And she does a lot of unboxings, a lot of nails. She has a lot of content. She's super creative, really creative. She does all these little, just whenever I jump on her channel, I'm like, what? I just wouldn't have thought of that. I don't know. She's just a very creative girl. And yeah, go check her out. I'm going to put her channel right here. And of course, I will tag you, Marcy, and I will link her channel in the description box as well. So yeah, if you guys aren't there already, go over there and show her some love. And like I said, I will be shouting out more people. I'm going to start going through. There are some of you, I don't even know if you do have channels. And if you don't have channels, I'm still going to put your name up here because some of you show me so much love and so much support. And I will click on your name to go to your channel to like show you love back, and you won't have a channel. You're just watching for nails, which is great and fine. But I'm also going to shout you guys out too, because the loyalty is just unreal. Like there are some of you that are literally day ones commenting on every single video. And even if you're a silent watcher and you're not really a commenter, that's fine too. I appreciate every single person that's here. But if you are here, you're probably interested in nails, so I should definitely be turning you guys onto other channels, right? That's kind of how I look at it. So I'll be doing that, so you can expect to see that. So you guys, with the blues, pardon me, I've literally had something stuck in my throat for like 7 months. I'm sorry, I've been clearing my throat like for a year now. But I enjoy colors. It doesn't matter if they're blue, pink, yellow, any color under the rainbow. I enjoy acrylic colors, solids mostly. Also, I was using Kiara Sky Monomer Enhancer, which I'll talk about in just a second, but that's why some of these beads are coming out looking a little drier than usual, even though I'm picking up the same type of bead. Do you see how this, I'm going to talk about it now. Do you see how this, as I'm going, this acrylic kind of looks like fudge? You know, if you've ever made fudge, you know when it's ready, when it has that, it's starting to get that, not matte look, but almost matte look, that like crust on the top kind of. That's what the Monomer Enhancer does. It's not for odor, you guys. It doesn't do anything for the smell at all. It's not scented. It's not scented at all. It is an enhancer, and it's not acetone, but it does help your acrylic work better. It helps your monomer work better. It doesn't dry it fast, like, oh my gosh, it's going to speed up my drying time and I'm going to freak out and like not be able to apply acrylic or lay beads. No, because also you can decide how much you put in your monomer. The more you put in, the kind of faster it dries. But as you see, also it kind of gets that fudge look. I can't think of what it is, but do you see how it has a sheen on it? The sheen on the top of this bead where it looks like it's getting ready to dry, but it actually isn't. It just holds your acrylic there. You guys, if you're struggling at all with acrylic, you can grab some of this monomer enhancer and it will really help you. For a full Dappen dish, I use 8 drops. And on the bottle, it does tell you that. So you can use 2 drops, 3 drops, 4, 5, 6, whatever you use. You'll be able to tell if you want more or not once you see how it works and what it does. And I believe it's like 15, 20 bucks a bottle. But I've had this bottle for a long time. And it's because I keep forgetting I have it and I don't use it. So I really don't know how long it lasts. That would depend on how often you do nails. You know, how much you do it. Use monomer. Sorry. What I was trying to say is my preference in acrylics are solids, number 1, and number 2, the more opaque, the better. So if there's an acrylic that's like this, it's creamy and like mixed with white, that's always what I'm going to go for. Pardon me, whether it's, you know, yellow or blue or whatever. So any of these like white, powdery blues, whether they're dark or light, they're just my favorite. Everything's my favorite, but look at this color. Oh my gosh, I love it. So this color is another glow, and as in the other videos, there are 4 glows in this video, and as in the other videos, at the end I do show you the dried colors one by one so you can read their names and see them clearly against a white background. And then I insert the picture from the website of the color that they glow. But I was able, when I made this video the next day, when it was in the evening time, I was able to get my lamp and stick them in the lamp and show you guys the actual swatches glowing. So that is at the end of the video if you guys want to see the color they glow. That Luminous Ladies and Night Crawlers, is this Night Crawlers? Literally like glowed forever and so bright. It's just amazing. They all glow blue, but different colors, like dark blue, bright blue, that kind of thing. But this one really, really, really glows. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I could have to say, because, I can jabber. I can talk. This is another color. I think it's from the Blooming On collection. Every color in the Blooming On collection has that white opaque look to it, which I think I own every one except the nude or the peachy one, the orangey one. But I don't know why I don't just buy the whole collections when they come out, because I end up buying them all anyway. Just ridiculous. Yeah, gorgeous. If I think of something else, I'm going to jump back on, but otherwise I'll let you guys enjoy this. Thank you for being here. So something interesting about this color, All Nighter. This is a periwinkle blue, always has been. My jar's about half gone. I have another Notpolish sister I talk to a lot, and her All Nighter that she has is definitely a periwinkle, but much lighter than this. And I have mentioned before, definitely on my channel, that Notpolish has reformulated a lot of their colors over the years. So some of these that I have, like this jar that I'm swatching of this color, is probably 2 years old or more. And I didn't know I had it because it was in my blues, and I was looking for it in my, or it was in my purples, and I was looking for it in my blues. And when I was looking in my purples to get ready to organize my purples, because those are next, I found another all-nighter that I had just bought recently because I thought I didn't have this one. And it's purple. So that's why this swatch stick says all-nighter and then has a Sharpie marker 1 on it. When I get to my purples, I'm going to swatch another version of all-nighter, which I have written a number 2 on it. So it's like the second version. Just so you guys know, some of the colors I have here, and I will be letting you know, like this one here, they aren't looking like that anymore. They have been reformulated. So that color I just swatched for you there is not what you're going to get if you order All Nighter. You're going to get something much more purple. If you want a periwinkle color, get that color called Out of the Blue that I swatched right before All Nighter. And if you want a purple blue, then you can get All Nighter, and it's definitely more purple, which again I will show in the purple video. And that periwinkle and like purple blues happen to be some of my favorite colors, like purple grays too. I don't run Notpolish. I don't make business decisions for them, So I did learn over time that the reason that they reformulated things is because they were coming out with collections. They wanted gel polishes to match their acrylics. And at a certain point, they had to reformulate the acrylics because the gels were easier to match. That is the reason that I heard for them changing some of their colors over time. And because I have been with them since the beginning, since they were, much smaller, I have run into the situation where I have fallen in love with a color and I can't get it anymore, but only once. And they did come out with something extremely similar that I was happy with. Actually twice, with the All Nighter and with, it's called Sexy Hand now, but it was called, oh gosh, I can't think of it. I always know the name of it, but now that I'm talking about it, I can't think of it. Yeah. So if you're new to Notpolish, that probably won't happen to you. You're going to get what you get, and you'll be happy with it. And what was I going to say about, a lot of the blues that are coming up next, I've ordered them over time because Alma likes blue, doesn't like blue, love blue. Every set's blue. So I need to come up, have a variation of blues. So I've ordered these over time, like these next 3 or 4, but they are literally all pretty much the same. I couldn't tell too much difference in them. I did see color separation because they're really, really pigmented as I was going, but you'll see in the end, like if you're seeing that here, you'll see that all you need to do is just blend it out and it goes away. Also, these have been sitting on my shelf a long time, and I didn't stir them or shake them or anything. But you'll see in the end, they work out fine. These colors that are the most highly pigmented colors of theirs are my favorite to work with. They truly are like butter, just like they say. I know I was going to say something else about their... I always mention that their customer service is great, and I just love them as people and as a company. I was thinking the other day, as far as supporting small businesses. So what would you do if you just went hard for a small business? Like you found someone's products that you loved, and they were a small business, and you were happy with yourself, like supporting a small business or a woman-owned business or a husband and wife-owned business or whatever it was that you were doing, and they got big. They made it. They got huge. You would still support them, right? And you would still feel like they were that small brand that you have been supporting since the beginning, especially if they still treated you that way. Because someone mentioned to me when I used Drea's color or some other color that they were glad to see I also supported small business. And of course I do, but I just don't need anything. Like recently, I haven't needed to buy anything in a long time. I don't need anything. But when I was building my collection, I absolutely bought from many small businesses. But it made me think about Notpolish. They were small. Like they started as a small business, as a husband and wife owned company. They took a risk, they made a product, and they made it huge. And I'm glad that I stuck by them, and I'm glad they've done so well because they've kept that small business feel.
about them, and I love that. I mean, Young Nails is the same. They're a huge company, but they're a family-owned company that also started small. They have their own story. I'm not sure about Kara Sky. I really don't know their story, except their sister or mother company is Glam and Glitz. That's kind of all I know about their story. But I am happy to support them because they still feel like a small business to me. So we're getting ready to come to the end here, where I'm going to show you guys everything once it's dry, one by one. I'm going to show you the glow, and I'm going to show you the finished product and the swatches. And we are done. I'm going to jump off here, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here. Marcy, I hope a bunch of people come over and show you love, and you guys go hit Marcy's channel up, and I hope you guys hit up Sarah as well already. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.